Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill, or I supposed to say extra daily dose of skill. Today we are going to play with a Pudel, and I know you got used for a highlights of epic games. Well, you are going to see the reality, and you are going to see a mini review of the Pudel as a tank, right? So what do we have with this vehicle? We have 135 alpha damage with gold and with a standard ammunition, 150mm of penetration and 194mm of penetration, and 900 shell velocity or 1150. So I believe I do not need to say that gold is more useful as ammunition, and it's just simply better, right? I believe I do not need to say that, right? Anyways, I want to say one thing quickly. I got the list of the tanks with which I need to play, and you are going to see more live battles. So if you are into the lower tiers, this is the place to be, and we are going to make many videos of this. Although I think we are going to upload the once in 2 days, because I just simply cannot keep up with the stuff. And you know, sometimes when you have too much on your shoulders might collapse. So I do not want to see this thing happening. So when we have this out of the way, let's try to play with this vehicle. Also, this tank is pretty much copy-pasted version of the VK 3002M. It's pretty much the same tank, and it is just straightforward, you know. What do I mean by saying that is pretty much you can get this vehicle for free, and obviously you are not going to get the premium benefits of the tank. You are not going to be able to get the crew in the tank literally for no penalty if we are speaking about VK, right? If we are speaking about the Pudel or Brett Panther, which are pretty much the same tanks, then you can actually get the crew from your Polish medium line, and you can grind it, you can tune it a bit, and so on, right? So nothing too crazy out there. Speaking about this game, I would love to say life is beautiful, and I would love to say we can do everything what we want, but truth to be told, it is very hard game for us. The main reason why the game is so damn hard for us is because we are fighting against the higher tiers, okay? This is very important thing to say, and whenever you have matchmaking like this, whenever you are bottom tier overall, the situation is not so enjoyable, and situation is just way more complicated, if I can say so. But you know what? The main reason why you are seeing the games like this is the reality of the world of tanks, and this is how the things are looking like. It's not like you are getting Kolobanovs after Kolobanovs, or you are destroying the tier 4 like there is no tomorrow. This is not how the things are looking like, and this is not how this game works, fellas. If you are bottom tier, you are bottom tier. So we are not crying about this too much. We are just trying to get as much use as we physically and possibly can, and we will simply try to get hopefully victory. That's what we are looking for. All and all, once again, whenever you are dealing against the higher tiers, you need to keep this in mind. You need to play relatively safe, and you need to be very careful of the big boys, right? So if it is possible to avoid getting into the direct contact with a Chimera or with someone else who are just simply top dogs in the field, I would highly recommend to do so. Meanwhile, we are just being annoying in this position, and we are trying to hold the enemy line as much as we physically and possibly can. This is our goal in this kind of situation, right? So quite bad pick. I thought I am not spotted, but probably I couldn't reach this position without taking one for the team, and there is a big chance I got spotted by the budget light tank. Not much what we can change about this. We can accept this. Better luck next time. All in all, performance is 1.4 thousand damage and 400 assisting damage, which is not horrible. Let's teleport to the scoreboard. And we are back, fellas. Unfortunately with a defeat, but you cannot win them all. What can I say? 1.5 thousand damage, 400 assisting damage. We are third by experience for 21, I see. And we are fourth by the damage. Considering we are bottom tier in this game, I would rate this as a great success for ourselves, and it was a good game. Plus on top of that, we made 25,000 profits. Great, lovely, let's keep it up. Round 2. Yes, fellas, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. 2 out of 2 against the tier 8s. The question is, can we get 3 out of 3 being bottom tier? Obviously, I am being sarcastic here, but yeah, I can see why people would not enjoy playing with a tier 6s whenever you are bottom tier all the time. Why not to play with a tier 8 or something else, if you know what I mean. Anyways, what we are doing in this game, we are starting everything from the typical sniper schnitzel position right here, and all we need to do, we need to make sure we are going to make enemies very, very happy. That's all we need to do. Now, whenever you are bottom tier, fellas, I have an advice for every single of you. Don't think the sea is to the belly bum of yours. You need to be a bit more careful, and you need to try to play a bit safer and do not get that much attention towards yourself, right? This is the advice which will go for every single tank in the game, I would say. Anyways, what do we want to do here? We are trying to build a bit of the crossfire, and at this point I really want to spank this as AC4. It is very, very, very interesting tank, if you know what I mean. He has a PP up front, so yeah, keep this in mind. One day we are going to play with AC4 as well. Oh yo, AC4, so greedy, so greedy. Ooh, AC4, unlucky. Fellas, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are winning this game by blind fires. I am trying to blind fire the enemies. Enemies are trying to blind fire me. I am blind firing them. They are blind firing us. I mean, crazy game nowadays, you know. Back in my days, in 2015, whatever, no one was shooting blind shots. Like, literally no one. If you are seeing someone killing someone with a blind shot, it was like, PogChamp, you know, it was like, Nani? This is how it was looking like. Let's see. I will try to defend the base. I think this is the way to do the things, fellas. I would say this is the way to do the things. Now, since we are fighting against the top tiers, I think what we need to do, we need to go and dig a bit into the gold ammunition as well. I think it is super important thing to do overall. Okay, a lot of our guys just got slaughtered, and I have a great idea. I think we are going to take this position right here. We are going to knock those trees in front, and we are going to behave like spotter schnitzels for our guys who are kind of stronger in this game. Skill, there is no one stronger than you. Oh, I wish to say the same thing, but unfortunately it's not the case, fellas. We have the S1 who is sniping from the back, and he has a big boy gun. So what do we want to see? We want to see our S1 getting involved and supporting us from the enemies who are overpeaking here, because believe me, they will. As you can see, any mistake from the enemy side is going to lead them to take one for the team, and this is exactly what we need to do. And once again, you are playing the game, keep this in mind. If you are bottom tier, slow down. There is no need to be super aggressive. There is no need to get your t-shirt out and, you know, just to be aggressive. It's completely unnecessary. Okay, beautiful. This is exactly what I want to see. I want to see enemies making a bit of pressure like this. And as you can see, we are spanking them like there is no tomorrow. Excellent. This is exactly what we want to see. Meanwhile, there is a gentleman who crossed through the middle, and he officially got F'd. Okay, very nice. So, at this point, we need to figure out how we can make a bit of pressure. And I would say we want to get involved like so. I am very, very well aware of that. Emil 1951 is a big boy, okay? I am aware of that. He's a strong guy, but unfortunately, this is only one way how we can get involved and how we can get more use. One more thing to say, which is super important, this tank is great for ramming. It truly is. If you are finding someone making a silly goose mistake with this tank, you can spank them like there is no tomorrow, and you can ram the light tanks, you can ram the medium tanks, you can do a lot of bad things for them. So keep this in mind. Meanwhile, Emil is stunned. Emil has a bad gun handling even without being stunned, so now he is not going to enjoy himself that much. Oi, oi. My man, you are doomed. Yeah, you have one in the magazine. I salute you. And you know what do you have now? You have nothing. You have absolutely nothing. Yeah. I know. You feel sad and everything. That's World of Tanks. Your team was worse. Unfortunate. Skill, I watch you until the end of the game. You are a hero. I watch every video of you. Nice to meet you, Tiger. Nice to meet you. And this is the reason why I do not use the anonymizer on my main account, fellas. This is the reason why, for those beautiful emotions, for those meetups and everything. Anyways, let's see what do we have. And all, on the paper, performance is not looking that great, but we have some blind shots, so we are feeling relatively fine. 1,500 damage, 100 assisting damage. Now keep this in mind, we are bottom tier, so there is no need for us to be on top of damage or something, right? Just, the things are not working so simple and that easily, if I can say so. So we are second by the damage, we are third by experience, we made 17,000 profits, great. Let's go for a third game. Fellas, I have to disappoint you. Unfortunately, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, not 3 out of 3 by being bottom tier against the tier 8s. This time we are getting tier 7s. Unfortunate. I am disappointed, fellas. I am disappointed. Okay. I want to get a lot of use in this game since matchmaking is better than it was before. So how we are going to do the things, we are going to go up like this and hopefully we can take one of the positions over there. If we are going to be able to do so, I believe we can get a lot of assisting damage and I believe we can get a lot of damage in the same time, right? That's what I am hoping for. So, let's see. Okay, both of our guys kind of crossed. Okay, this is not as good as I thought it's going to be. The main reason why am I saying so is because this position is taken already. It's pretty much for one gentleman, for one person. And since I am not going to be the one, I do not want to fight over it. I don't want to push them out of the position and to show dominance. This is not how I do the stuff. So, instead of being greedy and instead of being mean, we are going to do the things a bit differently and we will try to punish every single gentleman who will try to cross like this. Since we notice there is a heavy tank up front, I am obviously going to load APCR for faster shell velocity and for more penetration as well. This is an important thing to say. So, at this point, we are relaxing, we are chilling, and we are just waiting until enemies will make a mistake. That's all we want to see, fellas. Excellent. This gun is super good for sniping, fellas. This gun is absolutely amazing and you are able to spank enemies like there is no tomorrow, I can promise you that. Since we have a side of his, we do not really need to shoot the golden ammunition, right? We just simply do not need to do that. We are going to be fine with the standards. So far it's okay, 1000 combined, although some assisting damage and some tracking damage, and if you are playing for Mark of Excellence, this is not what you are looking for. You are looking to get the raw either tracking or either assisting damage for obvious reasons. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to relocate from this. Why so? Because our team is already winning this game. In my humble opinion, this is a winning spawn. What do I mean by saying a winning spawn? It is when it is so much easier for you to win the game whenever you are in one or another position. That's what I mean by saying winning spawn, right? At least that's what I think. At this point, we are just practicing our aim and we are shooting the target who is going through the middle of the field. Unfortunate. Okay, so moving on next. I have a feeling we can get involved to the way bigger extent here. So what we are going to do, we are going to cross like this and we will try to schnei the Achilles. Achilles is sitting somewhere around this area and that's completely fine, fellas. I am not feeling that bad whatsoever. Now I'm feeling so much worse. I see the guys in the side. I see the guys in the side, fellas. I see the guys in the side. Oi, we met the Galliot, fellas. We met the Panther. Shame. Okay, that's fine. Look, at this point I thought I can cross like this without bigger problems whatsoever because I saw the Panther somewhere in the back and I thought it is going to be so much better, but unfortunately it wasn't. I was way too aggressive and I took one for the team. Shame, fellas. All in all, we got 1000 damage, we got 1,500 assisting damage. This is not a horrible game, but I was expecting more, to be completely honest with you. Oh well, mistakes were made. Although, once again, speaking about the Achilles and the Panther, all of them took one for the team, speaking about the situation, right? They just simply took one for the team. Great. Anyways, let's teleport to the scoreboard and let's see where did we finish. And we are back. So yeah, this is the score which we have. Victory is victory. I'm happy about this. 1,100 damage, 1,500 assisting damage. We are second by experience. We are third by the damage, and we made 29,000 profits. Those games which we had today, we are extremely quick, fellas. We are super quick. And all in all, unfortunately, our performance damage-wise wasn't the greatest one, but we have quite a bit of the... excuse me. But we have quite a bit of the... assisting damage, right? Fellas, a lot of those sessions are happening and there is nothing to say about it. We simply need to accept this and we need to say better luck next time. I think all and all, considering the matchmaking, we did not, we wasn't the top tier a single time. I would say that was good and everything went pretty damn well, honestly. So that's what we have with the Pudel. Do I think the Pudel is a great tank? I think Pudel is okay, fellas. I think Pudel is completely fine. All and all, my average performance when I played with this tank for marks and when I was focusing on it, I got like 1.5, 1.6 thousand average damage and 600 assisting damage. So this session is below average, but it happens. Hopefully it gave you a bit of the understanding how to play whenever you are a bottom tier and how to get as much use as you physically and possibly can. The last game though could have been a bit better and I need to accept my responsibility for being a silly goose. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a great time. See you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace!